Hello everybody, welcome. Today's a very exciting day. Not only is it one of the first days that we're out of level 4 and that we can actually go somewhere that's not our neighbourhoods, but also I've just finished in the workshop making up a few of my slingshots, the feral monster, and I'm just about to go into the woods, do some shots, and give a kind of, not really a review, but just kind of an explanation of what it is and why I think it's so great. So, today we're going to talk about a few features that make my slingshot a good slingshot, and then a couple of the features that make it somewhat unique. It's got nice wide forks. This means that there's firstly a big fork gap, which makes fork hits less likely, but also the fork tips are 100 mils apart, which means that it's very, very easy to get your fork tip on the target. So you're not kind of having to, guesstimate the distance. I find it makes it more accurate if I can get the fork tip on the target or near to the target. I find it easier to shoot like that. Second thing that makes it a good slingshot, it's got clips. These clips are made of 5mm steel, and the threading goes through to the frame, and so you get your Allen key and you are bolting the clip straight to through 5mm of steel. Basically, they are very, very, very tough, and they're very, very, very quick. I like trying different bands. I like shortening my bands if they're a bit too long. I like just the ease of being able to swap out bands while I'm in the field, and so for me fork clips are a must. Third thing, because it's made completely of steel, it's got a decent heft to it. I've shot with slingshots that are very light, and I don't know, I didn't really like it. Maybe that's just a preference thing. Maybe I also found that there was kind of more substance there to resist the kind of twang of the bands when you let heavy bands go. I find that I shoot better with a heavier slingshot, and also holding it is much, much more satisfying than when you're holding just like this feather-light piece of plastic. This feels like you could smash a car window with it. I haven't tried that, but maybe I should. Fourth thing that makes it a good slingshot is the Palm Swell. This means that it contacts your hand all the way around, which means that there's no kind of pressure points on your fingers. I think that's really, really important for stability and for comfort, but also for accuracy. You're not worried about something hurting because the pressure is quite low because it's spread over such a wide area. And then I guess the fifth thing that makes it a good slingshot is very, very the ability to have a very firm grip. The handle is a decent width, and I can get my fingers all the way around it, and when I hold the slingshot, there is no doubt that that slingshot is going to stay in precisely the position that I'm holding it in. Last and not least, something that's important for me anyway, is the 30mm fork tips. I have a little bit of a fascination with shooting the heaviest ammunition that I can, and I want a slingshot that is going to be able to sling 1/2 ounce lead. I've got a bit of a desire to do some full butterfly with some 1/2 ounce lead, so I needed wide fork tips. I was thinking maybe they should be 32, but they ended up looking better at 30. I can put 32mm bands on, no problem. There's just a little bit of overlap, no worries. Okay, and now the thing that makes this a unique slingshot, and this is what kind of prompted me to make a slingshot of my own instead of just making do with one from another manufacturer. And that is, on the handle, you'll see there's a kind of a little bit of an unusual shaped nub sticking out. That nub is designed to slot right onto this thing. Now that probably looks a little bit strange for you, but you may be able to recognize some of the parts. What it is a mount for a smartphone. It also has space for a torch, and if you take the mount off for the smartphone, this clip will fit a GoPro. And the reason that I went to all that trouble is because I want to hunt possums. I have hunted possums, but I want to hunt possums and make awesome videos of possum hunting, and possums most come out at night, so I need a torch. And as far as I'm concerned, the slingshot view is a bit of a unique view. I don't think anybody else has designed a slingshot where you can fix a camera to the bottom, so I'm hoping that that's going to give my hunts a little bit of a unique angle. Also, the fact that I can attach a smartphone to them just means that I can take really, really high quality video, and the torch is going to make it hopefully clear as day. So now I'm going to send a few shots at my little portable catch box that I knocked together for today's video. It's only small, probably just good for 8mm. I think anything heavier than that will just knock it over. A little bit further. Okay, gonna have a few shots. See how we do. I'd say the catch box is probably about 8 meters away, but I'm only shooting at a 2.5 centimeter target, so be nice, be kind. Shooting on camera is so difficult. Good start. It's more like it. All right, let's shoot something a little bit bigger now. Guess what I've been doing during lockdown? Yep, there's not been much else to do. To finish off, I'm gonna clip my smartphone to this clip, and I've put the cans back up, and I'm gonna shoot some 8mm steel at the cans, and you can see what the first person view is like. I'm really interested to know what you guys have got to think about that. What you've got to say about that. That's the kind of innovation that I've put into this slingshot, and I want to know what your thoughts are, whether it's a good angle, whether it's an interesting way to have the video taken. Cool, thank you for watching, catch you later. So here we are with the phone holder attached. You can see it looks kind of funny, and looks even funnier when the camera's attached to it, but no one's going to see that because people are going to be watching from the camera's perspective. I've shot with it and the weight doesn't really bother me too much. You know, phone's not that heavy. Anyway, the important thing is, what do the shots look like on the video? So at the moment, the piece that I'm using right now has been 3D printed with some pretty tough plastic. The plastic manufacturing capabilities in New Zealand are such that to make this work at small scale would be exorbitantly expensive. So instead of selling the actual item, I'm going to sell the plans, and you're going to have to 3D print them yourselves, I'm afraid. I have a recommendation for a chap who's good at that. He printed this one for me. So I'll put that in the description below. Anyway, 8mm steel. Let's take those cans down. So the one problem I have detected with this system is when I'm reloading, the camera's going all over the place. You know, I can get around that. Makes my arm tired though. Let's go for a long shot this time. Yeah, those were a bit easy. What's that? That's got to be 20 meters. Looks pretty close to you because it's on the we're on the zoomed in lens here, but that's what it looks like to me. Let's some cans down. Right, last one, 4 out of 4. Nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. I'm gonna shoot some more cans, and I'll see you next time.